Tonight, I grind some metal. The Octane gets towed. And someone in Atlanta uses the Project debit card to buy lottery tickets. But first, just a quick shout out to our unofficial sponsor of today's video, SRI Performance in Mooresville, North Carolina. SRI Performance offers everything from motor oil to gently used NASCAR parts.
Gatto leads down the back straightaway. Keselowski's in line. Now he turns him. Both Team Penske cars crash. Keselowski is up in a ball of flame.
All under one roof. Ryan and I actually took a day trip out there early this year to pick up some parts as well as get some ideas for some of the items that we hadn't quite figured out yet. To be honest, not only was everyone super helpful, but we were just taken back by the sheer amount of parts and supplies they have available. So if you have a car, not a video game car, and you're looking for some parts and supplies, check them out online. They hooked us up with a pretty nice discount on our pedal box and brake line components that you see here. And that's actually where we're going to start today's video, where the biggest step we have left is putting in all of our driver controls. Before we install the floor and the pedal box, there's a couple other items we need to weld and paint first. The first item on our list is the front bumper mounts. This is just a pair of tubing with a couple of holes in it. We'll eventually do a full video on the actual front bumper assembly, but today we're just going to cut, grind, and weld this guy in place. I'll then follow that up with some footage that we took a couple months ago when we welded the upper steering support in place. So hang tight for a few minutes and enjoy a little bit more fabrication work before we start assembling again. With the welding done for the day, we're about ready to paint. The floor does cover up part of the front engine tabs, so we're going to paint those today as well. In order to do that, we have to remove the radiator, the exhaust, and we've got to jack the engine up and out of the way. Painting complete, we're ready to put the floor in. Now somehow I missed the footage of actually installing the 4 bolts for holding the pedal box to the rails that we installed earlier, but you can go ahead and see it here. We've got the seat temporarily installed. I'm going to hop in the Octane just to make sure I can reach everything. The position of the steering rack kind of forces the pedal box forwards a bit, but luckily it's still within reach. We'll kick off the next video with doing a final install of the brake and clutch lines as well as a throttle cable. But as you can see here, I did use some twine to kind of lay the lines out ahead of time, figure out all the lengths of the different cables we'd need. I'll also ask you kindly ignore the shifter mount here. That's something we'll also show in the next video. Just a little bit too much to cover here today. We're about a month out from Boston, so a lot of work left to do, but we're looking pretty good. So just hang tight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.